bring the table, or get left behind. So, a lot of people have heard the saying or the stories that men are like, oh, I bring this, I bring status, money, I can take care of a woman. And they ask a woman, hey, listen, what are you bringing to the table? And I am going to say something that's going to piss a lot of men off. Guess what? They are the table. But not every woman. So, most men don't have real value until they're in their mid-30s to early 40s. Okay, you have your occasional basketball players, Justin Bieber's, Chris Brown's 16, 17 Lamborghinis and shit. But generally speaking, most women know that most men don't build any value until they're around 35 to 40. So, the movie Dolly, Hello Dolly I think it's called, in that movie, that was from like the 1920s, and in that movie, the main star of the male role, he was a 40-year-old millionaire, and he would say things like, "Oh, no man has any value or worth in society until he's 40, and you're just paying men in their 20s and 30s to make mistakes." And then he ends up marrying Dolly, who was, I believe, 25. So he was 40, she was 25. And there's a lesson in that. These age gap relationships were actually valuable for most of modern history, right? Somehow Hallmark was like, oh, marry somebody, that's like 2 years older than you or 2 years younger than you. The reason why Romeo and Juliet happened is because back in those days, guess what? That was the day you would marry. You'd marry really young, and somebody that's 2-3 years difference. Why? Because you'd be probably dead by 40. That was basically midlife was like at 22 years old. Bring this to the modern day with Crypto Bros. This is a crypto channel, Sunday Fun Day. I like to have a little fun with it, talk lifestyles. So for people, I can't talk to okay, if you live in the Midwest and you're married at 17 to your high school sweetheart, great. But I'm talking about the people like that are working on themselves, people that I know that are in their late 30s, early 40s looking for a wife. Women are gonna have to bring the table or get left out. I understand that you have all these women that are like 37 that somehow think they deserve a wealthy man and a high status man that has a six-pack abs and all this shit, even though they're overweight, smoke like a sailor, smoke like 2 packs a day, so like a sailor, don't offer anything, can't even cook or clean. Hey, listen, all I gotta say is this. If you think that you're gonna get a high value man, you're fucking crazy. The one thing, I don't wanna hear from anybody, there's always exceptions. I don't wanna hear from all police today. How fucking AMS would say, Alpha Male Strategies, shout outs to him. The one thing that women bring, well, kind of two things, to value to a man, especially a man that is in his late 30s, early 40s, again, takes care of his body. On my way to the gym, if you can't see any kind of fitness in the background, works out, has status, people know his name all over the place. You take him to any restaurant, yo, Mike, what's up? Here's a VIP table. Or, you go into country clubs, oh, yo, Mike just came in, yo, what's up, everybody? Like, yo, respect. If you want these kind of men, you're gonna have to offer the one thing that is valuable to men. By the way, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Remember, liking, subscribing, and sharing is free. Sharing is caring. So, back to this topic. The one thing that one or two things women can give to a man, I guess two. Well, let's count it out. First off, is youth. Second is fertility. I guess third is health. Anyway, assuming that you have youth and fertility, that's good enough. And on top of it, exclusivity. So maybe 3.5. But exclusivity, that means that you're not a fucking hoe. Why would a man that's 40, that has tons of money, in shape, has built himself over decades sometimes, marry a girl that's been ran through by 100 dudes? Makes no fucking sense. I'm being real. So, if you can bring that youth and fertility, so let's say you're like about 22, and you take care of yourself, you're not smoking fucking every day and overweight, you're in good shape. I'm not saying you have to have, be a fucking model, but you're in good shape, you're healthy, good family genes. Again, most likely virgin, or at least like one or two guys that you were in a relationship with. Not like, I had like a one-night stand in college, or I had a couple one-night stands. So, as a woman, I'm giving you guys the ability. Women are born with value. All you have to do is fucking maintain that motherfucker. That's all you have to do. That's it. Maintain the value. And marry young. Men, on the other hand, life isn't easy for us. Unless, again, you're gifted in sports, or you're born with amazing fucking genes, you can sing or act or something, you're gonna have to build that motherfucker over a long period of time. Sure, if you get lucky and you meet a girl when you're 23, 24, that's a ride to die, which is getting hard nowadays. There was a time when you could do this. believe it or not. Gen Z, under 30, you're not gonna know this, but there was a time when that was possible. You could meet somebody when you're younger, and you know, this is before the internet, and ride or die with them, rock with them until you made it. I know people like that, but again, this is not that era, especially if you're a Gen Z man. Be a little patient, right? You're like 28, 29 is the oldest for Gen Z right now. Be a little patient, work on yourself, and working on yourself. I'm not saying go fucking play video games in your fucking basement. I'm saying go fucking work out, hit the gym. The two things that you can do as a man right now, if you're single, and you have all the freaking free time in the world, is you can work overtime, make fucking money, learn how to invest, crypto stocks, learn how to start a business, fail a few times, fail in the fuck, just, I don't know, crash a business or two. Most successful business people, CEOs, guess what? Jack Ma, before he launched Alibaba, he destroyed 2 businesses, crashed, bankrupt. He learned from the mistakes and he created Alibaba. Perseverance. But again, the first 2 things that you can do as a man to increase that value, to become the kind of man that attracts a woman of value, is be as fit as fuck and make as much money as possible. And anybody, at least in the US, I can't speak for Europe, I can't speak for fucking Africa, I'm talking about people in the US, maybe England to a certain extent, in Canada, we love Canadians too, is stay the fuck in shape. Also, you're being fit, like if you eat healthy, you are what you eat, and stay in shape, that affects your mentality. That makes you make better decisions when you start businesses, better investments, sleeping healthy, getting sunlight. All of this affects the way that you can create the path to be successful. And again, it's gonna sound mean, but remember, the valuable thing that men add to society is the ability to provide and protect, provision. You can provide with money, you can protect with muscle. It is what it is. Even if we have guns and cops and stuff, but the point is this. If a woman is with some slob guy that's not in shape, she's not gonna feel safe if somebody breaks in at 3 in the morning. If she's with a motherfucker that, like, you know, is built like 250 pounds pure muscle, she's gonna feel safe even if they don't have a gun. It is what it is. That guy has money, okay, that's good. Now you have 3 things that you can provide to the family. Which the wife obviously subconsciously and consciously knows this, is better schooling system for your kids, better medicine, better doctors, and better quality food, and better quality experiences in general. You can do a lot better things. And you know, your bank account's not hurting. Oh, I can only have 1 vacation a year and I'm about to go broke. So again, value that men provide. Protection and provision. These take time. Unless you're born to a rich family or you're lucky, these things take time. Women are born with value. Youth and fertility. You're not gonna be fertile at fucking 36. It is what it is. Jennifer Aniston, shout out to her again. She did IVF and she's fucking rich. She can pay for like fucking $1 million of motherfuckers. She did IVF from 35 to 40 and she's hot too. Even for her age now, I think she's like in the 50s. She's fucking still hot. She couldn't get pregnant 35 to 40. So again, as a woman, I'm imploring you men, always remember, focus on yourself. Hit the gym, work long hours. Sleep well, you know, eat healthy, make that fucking money. Remember, all you can control is those 2 things, your fitness level and health level, and money that comes in and you invest wisely, open a business. And by the way, if you're pissed off about my MAGA hat, fuck you. Because guess what? Oh, should I send in front of my kids? Because I was talking to a few people here in Georgia, and I was like, America first. But I feel bad saying it sometimes because people get triggered. And you know what they said to me? They were like, listen, if somebody gets triggered as you're an American, you saying America first, there's a problem with them, not you. So, again, in closing, always remember this, that a man's value is probably in his late 30s, early 40s. Woman's value, 18 to like 25. Don't believe me? New York Times, you do your own research. They did a study, a blind, like, you couldn't see the age. You could just like or dislike pictures of people. And they saw that all women of all ages found men at 50 the most attractive. All men of all ages found women at 18 the most attractive. So if you don't believe me, look that motherfucker up on Google. It's open fucking knowledge. Stay safe. Men, stay healthy, stay strong. Women, no one sleeping around. Remember, single mother, hot girl summer leads to single mother winter. You don't want to be one of those because high value men are definitely not marrying those in 2026. Upwards and onwards, ninjas. Upwards and onwards.